Okay, yay. We can hear me, I do believe. Okay. Hi. Hello. We're going to start in child's pose. I'm here. No props. Big toes together, knees apart. On an exhale, walk your hands out and away from you. On another exhale, bring the forehead down to the mat. Bring yourself to the present moment, to the quality of the breath. Arrive. Walk your hands over to the right. Place the left hand on top and soften the left shoulder down, stretching through the left side of the body. Walk your hands back to center and hold here. Scan right to left. Present moment. Walk your hands over to the left. Right hand on top. Bring the right shoulder down and use the breath to expand the right side of the body. Come back to center. Reach your arms even farther away, thinking length through the side bodies. Keeping the hips back though. Tabletop. Organic movement. Tuck the toes and let's draw some circles with the body right, left, back, and around. Go both directions. And neutral spine somewhere in the middle. Tops of the feet are down. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Look straight ahead. Long exhale, tuck the chin, press everything away. 2 more. Breathe in, open up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, start to press the tops of the feet down. Once more. Long exhale. Neutral. Tuck the toes, hover the knees just an inch and shift the weight forward a couple of inches so that the shoulders are over the wrists. Downward dog. Press up, press back, bend one knee at a time as you press the opposite heel down. Organic movement, just whatever sounds good, feels natural. And then make sure the feet are about hip width, hands shoulder width. Open up through the triceps, relax the head and the neck, and do find a moment of stillness in your downward facing dog. Organic movement, just whatever sounds good, feels good. Soft bend in the knees. Let's walk to the top of the mat. Separate the feet about hip width, ragdoll. Take whatever movement you need to warm up your body today. Bring the feet to touch. Bend the knees so that the entire upper body can relax. And press to stand. Stand up tall. Bring the palms to touch. Reconnect to the present moment. Lift, spread the toes, lower them down. And commit to the breath, to this time to honor yourself. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and overhead. Let's leave them shoulder width, palms face each other. You can let the elbows stay soft. Make sure you aren't sinking into the arches of the feet or arching the back. Look up, lengthen through the sides of the body as you reach even taller. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Round up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Interlace the fingers, index fingers out. Press a button on the ceiling, 3 breaths. Lift out, normal standing, forward fold. Round up. Arms float overhead, 3 breaths. Any arm variation or a back bend, reaching up more than anything else. Continue to breathe. Normal standing, forward fold. Hands down, right foot steps back, lunge. Tall on the toes of the back foot, lower the hips down. Left foot back to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Rest your forehead on the left hand. Bring the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press the hips forward and down. And switch. Moving fluidly, moving with intention. And release the leg. Cobra, tops of the feet down. Flex the toes against the mat to squeeze the thighs and lift up halfway. Using your back strength, elbows stay close. Lower down. Press up to a tabletop and back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out if you need to, or find stillness where you press the mat away, lengthen the entire back body. Lunge, right foot steps between the hands. Every time, feel the back foot lengthen. Lower the hips down, but make sure you keep the right angle with the front knee. Long spine, longer leg. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Exhale. Round up to standing, arms overhead, 3 breaths. Reach out, bend the knees as you forward fold. Left foot to a lunge. Step it back, Lower the left knee, look straight ahead, keep the toes tucked. On an exhale, try to press both legs straight, pyramid pose, press through the back heel. Lunge, lunge twist, left hand down, right arm reaches, back knee is up. Right hand lowers, plank pose. Knees up or down, slowly chaturanga, just lower down halfway. Upward facing dog, let's hang here. Unshrug the shoulders, tops of the feet are down. Shoulders away from the ears. Someday the knees lift. Downward dog. Left foot steps between the hands. Oh, got it. Mosquitoes. Even if you know what's coming next, give each movement attention. Lower the right knee, look straight ahead. Feel the right hip flexors open. Try to press the legs straight, pyramid pose. Lunge, back knee stays lifted. Lunge, twist, right hand down, left arm up. Left hand down. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Long exhale over your longer legs. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, lift the upper body up, fingers away from the tailbone. Sit low, wiggle the toes just to make sure you can, and then sit a little lower. Press to stand, palms touch, minimize extra movement, and appreciate the energy that you are managing. Face the long edge of the mat, step your feet wide, hands to hips, feet pointing forward, and separate leg stretching. Relax over both legs. Halfway lift for a twist. Right hand down, keep the left arm in view as you open up. Press the outsides of the feet down to keep the hips level. And switch. Left hand down, right arm up. So remember, it's not about just stretching the shoulder open. Try to keep the collarbone level, opening through the chest. Right hand down. Keep both feet flat as you bend into the left knee. We're stretching the right inner thigh, the outside of the right ankle. And switch sides. Carefully walk through center. Open up the left inner thigh. And back to center. Hands to hips to stand up. And step to the top of the mat, Utkatasana. Bend the knees and sit back. Choosing to stay calm and strong, knowing it can be challenging to be calm. Forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Round up to standing. Let the arms float overhead, 3 breaths. In and out through the nose. Lift out, bring your palms to touch at heart center. Inhale, arms overhead, hold the left wrist. With the right hand, pull up and lean to the right, but mostly up. And switch, hold the right wrist with the left hand. And lengthen the right side of the body. Caesar, come on. Back to center, 3 breaths with your arms overhead or your back bend. Lift out, forward fold. Oh, hello. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat spine. And from here, hands down, plank pose. Hey, dude. Downward facing dog. Lift up onto your toes, tuck the chin, ripple through to upward dog. Leave the toes tucked, lift the chin at the end, and press back to downward facing dog. Balance on the left foot, lift the right leg up behind you, let the hip open, squeeze the top leg strong, press a little extra through the right hand to level the shoulders. Pigeon right side. Right knee behind the right wrist, modify as you need to or want to. Take your time. And relax over the front leg. Smooth out tension in the body. It can be your jaw, it could be your hands, your shoulders. Just smooth out, relax, longer exhales. Begin to sit up and transition into a kneeling lunge. and then into lizard. But we're going to stay propped up. So toe heel the right foot toward the right side of the mat. Both hands are inside of the right leg. Keep the right knee over the ankle. You can use props or I'm going to stay up on my fingertips. If you need extra or want to add more, try to tuck the tailbone forward and lower the chin. Lift your chin, toe heel the right foot back between the hands, half split. Let's sit all the way back onto the left heel or inside of it. Right foot is extended, sit up tall and lengthen over the right leg. Cramp. Focus on smoothing out the breath. Notice how the stretch intensifies as you inhale, and then subconsciously your body relaxes with a long exhale. Hi, Caesar. Sit up. Shift your weight forward to a lunge. Tuck the left toes and lift the back knee. Plank. Hold. Scan right to left. Press the mat away. Imagine you're floating. Downward facing dog. Long exhale. Open up the entire back body. Notice the right side. Compare it to the left. And then lift onto the toes. Tuck the chin and ripple through to upward dog. Chin lifts at the end. Downward dog. Leave the chin out. Tuck the chin at the end. And then release the head and the neck. Stand on the right foot. Let the left leg float up. Hip opens. Think length through the side bodies as you open up under the triceps. Squeeze the left leg strong. Pigeon. Remember to smooth out tension as it reveals itself. transition to lizard. Move through a kneeling lunge, extra mindful during transitions. Both hands are inside of the left foot. Left knee stays over the ankle, and let's stay propped up on fingertips or blocks. And if you did it on the other side, lower the chin and gently tuck the tailbone forward. Breathe. If the mind wanders, remember to bring it back. Gratitude for the present moment, gratitude for your awareness of the present moment. Lift the chin. Bring the left foot back between the hands and sit all the way back, half split. Do your best to lengthen the spine and then fold over your left leg, sole of the foot faces away from you. Lift up. Lunge at the top of, lunge, yes, scoot yourself forward. Tuck the right toes and lift the back knee. Plank. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Untuck the toes, stay here in our upward dog. Lean onto the left hip, look over the right shoulder for the back right corner of your mat. Switch. Back to center, tuck the toe, or tops of the feet press down. Knees lift eventually. Child's pose. On your elbows, lift up onto your elbows and touch each shoulder to stretch the triceps. Release your arms out in front of you and sit up on, go back to a tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, walk to the top of the mat, long exhale over both legs. Notice how different this feels compared to a few forward folds ago. You've got all this extra space, more oxygen flowing through the blood to the muscles. Press to stand. Round up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring your palms to touch. Balance on the left foot. Lift your right leg in front of you, 90 degrees. Hands to hips at first. Light flexion of the right foot, and when the balance is there, bring your palms to touch. Pull the lower stomach in. Stay here or try to straighten the right leg out in front of you. 2 feet. Stand on the right foot, lift the left leg. Hip height. When you're ready, palms touch. Can you straighten your left leg without adjusting too much of the rest of the body? 2 feet. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Reach straight up for 3 breaths. Lift out, forward fold. Bend the knees and sit down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Hold the outside edges of your feet. Sit up tall. And fold over. Butterfly legs. Sit up. Place your feet on the mat for reverse tabletop. Feet hip width. Try not to let the knees splay. Hands behind you, fingers pointing straight ahead. Press and lift. Sit back down, both legs extend out in front of you, sitting up tall, reach your arms overhead and fold forward. Sit up and lie back on your back. Feel the upper back heavy on the mat as it takes on some of the stress that the lower body, the legs, were exerting. Bring your knees into your chest and then extend your arms out side to side, palms down. If you were in a chair, the back of the chair would be the floor. So you've got a right angle behind the knees and at the hip crease. We're going to tick-tock the lower body right and left. Lower the right leg down. The left knee follows. These are moving twists. Lift the left leg. The right one follows. And lower down to the left. Go at your own pace. Try to exhale as the knees land. Move with intention. Move smoothly. You can incorporate the head and the neck or look straight ahead. Appreciate the time you're taking to slow down. Next time your legs land to the right, leave them there. Set up whatever twist you'd like to hold for a few breaths. slightly more emphasis on the inhale to get the most wringing out of the torso. Really pay attention to the sensations in the left side of the body as you release out. And again, you're going back and forth, side to side. Let your legs land to the left. Feel heavy and try to keep this rotation happening in the middle body. You'll feel it in the shoulders and the chest. Don't force anything. Oh. If you notice the breath shortening, lengthen, smooth it out. And release into a happy baby. Soles of the feet face the ceiling, knees are wide, elbows go inside of the knees. Uncurl the tailbone to press the feet into your hands. Hug the knees into your chest and lengthen, stretch your feet up toward the ceiling. Hands behind the head. Let's do 10 crunches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs down to the mat. Out and away from you. And release. Take a moment in stillness. Full body stretch. Hug both knees in. Cross your feet at the ankles. Make your way to a tabletop. Hover the knees. Shift the weight forward. Press back, downward facing dog. Upward dog, ripple through. Downward facing. Upward dog. Pull in the stomach. Really articulate through the spine. And back to downward. Lower your knees to the mat and stand up on your knees. Camel. Knees about hip width. To bring your heels closer, you'll tuck the toes. Let's start with the hands on the lower back. Roll the shoulders back and down and lift your gaze up. One hand at a time. Reach back, but you are lifting up through the sternum. Reaching up one hand at a time. And as you're ready, press into the shins and let the head go back. Lift out one hand at a time. Sit on your heels, just sit up straight. Tabletop, downward dog. Stand on the left foot, the right leg lifts up. Let the hip open, let the triceps open, head and neck relax. Lizard lunge, right side. This time, lower down to your forearms, wherever you're going to go. Back knee lifted will be extra. Smooth out the breath and stay present just a little bit longer. Smooth out the breath and stay present just a little bit longer. Transition into a half split, standing on the back knee, the left knee. You can sit all the way back or go into your full split. Did a lot of hips, decent amount of hamstrings. Just see where you can go today. Breathe. Not for that long, just a little bit at a time. It all adds up. You can sit all the way back or go into your full split. Did a lot of hips, decent amount of hamstrings. Just see where you can go today. Breathe. Not for that long, just a little bit at a time. It all adds up. Back to a lunge. So the back knee lifts, hands frame the right foot. Plank. Downward dog. Upward dog, ripple through. Downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat, setting up for camel. Stand up on your knees. Start with both hands on the lower back. Roll the shoulders back and down. And one hand at a time, reach back for your heels. Remember to continue to breathe. And you are reaching up so much through the chest and the sternum. Carefully release out and sit on your heels with a straight spine. Tabletop, hover the knees. Shift the weight forward just a couple of inches to engage the core. Downward dog, longest spine and legs ever. Stand on the right foot, lift your left leg, reach behind you. Squeeze the left leg strong. You'll almost feel a cramp in the left glute. It means you're doing it right. Lizard lunge, left side. Both hands inside the foot. Stay present, smooth out the breath a little bit longer. Make your way into your half split first, no matter where you're going. Get everything set up and aligned, and then stretch. Half full split. Breathe. Keep a calm expression. Think of something happy, like the present moment. You're choosing to do what you want right now. You can always choose how you respond, how you want to feel. Choosing to do what you want right now. You can always choose how you respond, how you want to feel. Back to a lunge. Back knees lifted. Plank pose. Downward dog. Upward dog, ripple through. And downward facing. Knees to the mat, tabletop. One more, camel. Take your time, smooth out the breath, and reach up so much. Press down through the tops of your feet. Take your time, smooth out the breath, and reach up so much. Lift out, not forward fold. Sit down on your heels. Sit up tall. Tabletop, tuck the toes, hover the knees, shift the weight forward 2 inches. Downward dog. Upward dog. Child's pose. Sit back on your heels. If you bring your arms beside you, palms up, let the shoulders shrug forward. Sit up. Bring your feet out around in front of you. And lie back on your back. for a brief Shavasana. I will close our practice together. So all you have to do is lengthen out the spine, find that nice spot on the back of your head, palms up. Close your eyes, relax the temples, and I will be in touch. All you have to do is lengthen out the spine, find a nice spot on the back of your head, palms up. Close your eyes, relax the temples, and I will be. Keep the body still, the eyes closed as you introduce a deep breath. Hold at the top. And exhale near the end of your breath. Begin to blink the eyes open. Can you feel the light as it enters through the eyes, start to move, reanimate, bring some of the presence, peace, any little bit you found, maybe during Shavasana or during the class with you as you sit up tall. Stretch the neck a little bit. And then bring your palms to touch. So much gratitude for your presence. I am so grateful for your presence. Thank you. Closing breath. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Exhale. Namaste. Namaste. That went kind of long. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for being